Hey, Bill Watson here. I'd like to make a few comments about the confusion surrounding the definition of marriage. If you're like me, over the last 15 to 20 years or so, you've noticed that there's some confusion emerging about the definition of marriage. And if we were honest about it, let's face it, a lot of it would have to be attributed to the homosexual movement and their objectives on the agenda that they want to achieve. They've been working very hard to penetrate for equal rights, pardon the pun, along with the heterosexual community. As a matter of fact, what's at the root of all this is...
Our rights, we want to have fun.
That's right, my friends. It's all about legitimization. It's all about equal rights. And the redefining of what marriage is a part of that agenda. And don't kid yourself. There has been progress made in this area. The state of Massachusetts, for instance, has gone ahead and legalized same-sex unions as marriage, and California has recognized this new definition of what marriage is to become. As a matter of fact, Ellen DeGeneres and her girlfriend Portia de Rossi recently, they got married, throwing their hat in the ring, trying to add credibility to this new definition of what marriage is. You know, it amazes me on how far we have drifted from the Bible's definition of what marriage is. But I guess it just goes to show and feed the fact that a lot of people today have lost faith and a sense of credibility in this Judeo-Christian document we call the Old and New Testament. Sadly, when you remove a standard or the basis of a value system and you have no reference point, well, guess what? Anything goes. Right or wrong now can take on any kind of definition because what you were using to define right and wrong no longer exists. So guess what? You find yourself wrapped up and entangled in debates you ought not to have and facing issues that are really non-issues. Clearly, my friends, if we would go back to the Bible would plainly state that God created Adam and Eve. He didn't create Adam and Steve. As a matter of fact, you and I know the Bible plainly shows that men were created to mate with women, and women were created to mate with men, especially with the one aspect concerning intimate relations. And that one aspect I'm talking about is the procreation of the species. Men were created to mate with women and vice versa so that family could be created and that the creation or the species could procreate and live beyond the lifetimes of the parents. You and I both know homosexuals can't procreate. They can't biologically reproduce. And I realize that there is scientific technology today available to eschew that and confuse that, but that just adds to the debate. My friends, obviously that is not the natural way for human beings to procreate. It's unnatural. It is not normal. It is abnormal. Won't you allow us to help you to better understand this subject? Hit us on our website at www.cgi.org and request this free, and I emphasize free booklet titled, What Does the Bible Say About Same-Sex Unions? You can also email us, give us your address at info@cgi.org and request again this free booklet. It'll help you to see right through a lot of this confusion. This is Bill Watson reminding all of you, we'll see you back here on YouTube.